Namaste. Namaste. Hey guys, I just decided I was going to do a video to motivate myself to walk even for 10 minutes. And because it's like first day that it's not horrendously hot. I mean, it's still hot, but not horrendously. So I said, put my lipstick on, pull my hair up in a ponytail, and just get to walking. Hi, Holly. Hi, Carol. Hi, Purple Pal. And Holly, I'm glad you're here. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Here's my old route. I needed to get to my old route. I said even if it's just 10 minutes. When I used to put my video on, I used to feel so much better. And I get to talking, then I would get to walking and talking, and it makes a nice combination. Hi, Rain Cloud. How's everybody doing this evening? Happy Friday, everybody. I've really been falling behind on doing little quick videos on Friday, especially because Friday used to be my favorite day. Anyway, here's a beautiful tree. Whew. I'm tired already. I am. I'm just tired already, and I didn't take my vitamins today. So that could be it. Waiting for my vitamin shipment, Balance of Nature, to come in the mail, because I have green ones left, which are vegetables, but I don't have the fruits left. So to try to eat some fruit. Look at this beautiful house. Yeah, so I think it's 104 today. I basically was in. And then yesterday I had my nice pedicure. But the good news is that she fixed my toenails and everything. And it was very relaxing. And she gave me 2 glasses of Cabernet Sauvignon, which that's always fun. But I don't, like anybody drinking and driving. So, but I'm pretty sure they put water in it because it tastes like a watered down version of it. But it was still good, and to be pampered. The bad news is my feet are peeling again. So I don't know if I said this to you guys or not, but the technician or the lady who was giving me the pedicure, I felt guilty because she was pregnant. And so don't worry, I gave her a very handsome tip. So anyhow, she told me that her friend used these masks for your feet, and they're supposed to moisturize your calluses and make your feet all soft and everything. So I did that. Something cool and needed in 3, 2, 1. You see Mr. Chicken? You see? Wait, where's Mr. Chicken? There he is. Mr. Chicken. Everybody say hi, Mr. Chicken. Okay. Oh, that was too close. Okay. There's Mr. Chicken. We still have not figured out why Mr. Chicken is there. Why? Anyway, she told me that her good friend put those foot masks on, and her feet have been peeling for 2 months. So I'm like, am I going to have to go through this for 2 months? So I got her card, and I was like all happy because my feet felt like new feet. But I woke up today, went and had put my coffee on, looked down at my feet, and I said, let me look at the toes look nice, but let me take a look at my heel. It's all peeling again. Oh my God. So they really should tell you. I don't know why I'm talking like a millennial. Like, they really should tell you on the package. They should tell you on the package that it's going to make your feet peel. I'm talking layers and sheets. But you know what? A good thing about a pedicure, she was able to get the calluses and everything off. And probably wearing the rubber shoes 24/7, 365 is not great. I probably should be wearing socks and sneakers, but I want to be free. I have like 27 pairs of these rubber shoes because they're called dogs, DAWGS, and they're not cheap, but I have all different colors. But when I'm not working, and even when I am working, it's acceptable. People wear these flat, almost like beach slippers. In New York, you aren't even allowed to wear sneakers. I remember, I'm going to show you this tree. Can I turn this around? Wait. There. Oh yeah, I did it successfully. Isn't that pretty? I thought that was pretty. In New York, one time I had a problem with my ankle or my foot. So I had to go into the principal's office and ask her if I could wear sneakers because that was the most comfortable. And she was like, you have to bring a doctor's note. So I brought the doctor's note from the podiatrist. And guess what she said? After I went to the trouble of getting the doctor's note, she was like, well, I'm sorry to say, but that is not called for or allowed. And I was like, you said if I get a doctor's note, it would be okay. And here's the doctor's note right here. And she was like, oh, well, I'm going to let you do it for like 8 days or 7 days. I don't know, 5 days and 2 more days. And then that's it. You have to go back to regular shoes that are appropriate for work. Guess what she used to wear? The cheapest 1980. And I say 1980. Remember 1980? Those of you who are my age, in the 80s, especially the early 80s, they had these white shoes with a little heel like this. They were the worst shoes for you, but everybody liked how they looked when they wore them. So what those shoes did to you, especially if you wore them to work, is they threw your back out. They give you bunions. They give you foot problems. They gave you, what is the thing on the toe? Corns galore, right? So they wouldn't style. You wanted to look good, so you would put little band-aids and stuff just so you could wear these white shoes, especially to the club. That's what she was wearing. So one day I asked her because I recognized those friggin' shoes. And I'm talking about, this is 2001, right? Yeah, 2001 is when I got the job there. So 9/11, right before 9/11. Anyhow, this was 2001, 2002, 2003, like that. She's still wearing those stupid, ugly white shoes, and sometimes she switched off and had the black version, like the black leather. I used to have them, right? They have a little heel. They're very bad for your feet. Make you a little bit taller. They're terrible for your feet, anyhow. So I said to her one day, like just acting like, I really liked them. I said, oh, by the way, where did you get your shoes from? I really like those. I think I had a pair like them. She was like, yep, I don't wear my shoes out. These are shoes from the 80s. And I just had to make believe that I didn't think that. I was like, really? He kept them in such good condition, right? She was like, yeah, I know. I never throw things out. And I never buy anything new. She was such a cheap prick. That's what she was. That's what she is. She probably is still alive. Anyhow, it's the 2000s, and you have principals. You've been a principal in 2 different schools for all these years, and she owned a bagel store. Okay, on the side, she had loads of money, and you can't buy yourself a nice pair of shoes. This is the prick I was putting up with. So I'm sorry. When I think about feet stories, my memory comes up with old stories from the past. And sometimes I don't want that to happen because I go off on a rampage. And I don't want to think about that particular person. But there was one other thing that I was going to say about her. I forgot what it is, so it's better off that way. Let me see, is anybody saying anything? 9 people in the house. LOL. Yeah, hi Coral. How you doing, Coral? Coral, text your mom and tell her, I know she's at work, but tell her that I went live. I didn't even get a chance to tell the girls. It was just going to be a video. Hey, I already walked 12 minutes, so that's good, right? I was only aiming for 10 because it's been so hot, but now there's a nice breeze, and I've been praying, for better health. So like I told you guys in my other video, I guess you saw it, I don't have an appointment with the gastro doctor until September 18th. But better news is that since I gave up soda, I have less pain. So I hate to admit that because I really wanted a soda bad yesterday and the day before. I just think about it. I know where I have them hidden in my house. But I asked God, I said, will God be mad at me will you be mad at me? Is it bad if I get a Diet Coke? Just one. And he said, you're doing good. You're doing so good. So just keep on doing what you're doing. You want to heal. You don't need it. So I got water. I have salsa. I do drink sparkling water and mineral water, which is a godsend. Definitely a godsend. I gotta turn down this block and walk this way. Yeah, so I'm procrastinating because I have to do I never did. Excuse me, that was straight up burp. Now I got a crunch. Oh, did you hear that crunch? Hey. Oh, that was a good crunch. Okay. That brings me back when I was a little kid. Back in the days when I was like 6 and 7, I was allowed to leave the house and walk all the way down to the block right before the beach. My mother used to always say, don't go to the beach. You're not allowed to go to the beach. But we could go to the woods. Anyhow, so my friend Christine lived at the end of the block, 206 Wyman Avenue. I was 150 Wyman, she was 206. So we lived on the same side. So I was allowed to walk down the block, which was cool. Today, you can get murdered. Anyhow, I would, in the fall especially, there'd be all leaves on the ground. And I love the change of the season, especially spring has always been my favorite season. But the fall is beautiful, and I would crunch the leaves, and I would walk. And one day, I didn't know my sister Susan was following me. like a little detective. So I just wanted to be alone, and I would say, alone at last. And apparently I said that out loud as I'm walking, then crunch the leaves. So I went back to crunch backwards to crunch something that I missed. And all of a sudden I turned around and there she was. And she goes, I heard you. And I was like, what? She goes, you said alone at last. That means you don't want to be with me. And I was like, I'm with you every day, every minute. I'm going to Christine's house. And I need to have my alone time in nature. So she was like, I could crunch the leaves with you. I was like, how long have you been back there? She was like, since you left. I was like, wow, what a spy. But anyway, I think I maybe low-key knew she was back there. But I loved crunching the leaves. So now when I see something, I have to do it. I have to crunch it. That was a whole lot of talk about crunching. Yeah, so what the two things that I told you guys I was going to do, I still have it written down in my book, so don't think I forgot about, the BK. I just didn't feel like talking about it. I will be doing the videos on it, though. BK was one thing, a little bit of Richard Allen, the Delphi. I had a little comparison. It was going to be a very short video, but it's like, when will I feel the energy to do all this? Okay, I have to get in the mood. First I have to meditate up, and then I have to go. So it's usually better when Devin goes to bed, and my stepson's not home. So that could be tonight. Only because when somebody asks me a question, it takes me out of my meditation. So, and then I get short, and he's like, why are you yelling at me? Being snotty. Anyway, so the friggin' Long Island case of the Long Island murderer, Rex Hauserman. I might not be pronouncing his name. It's just I've been talking to Ruby, just a Texas medium, collabing a little bit with her. She's been having a lot of things. I kept telling her, do a video, but she never has any time. She might do it. But anyhow, it was so scary last night. I really wanted to do it, but it was too scary. I can't do it at night because I wasn't able to tap into all the people. So you don't have to be able to tap into everybody that he's killed or that's a victim of him, but I have to feel safe, like psychically, if that makes any sense. And I wasn't, because I was watching different things. Things were unfolding. He's on suicide watch. But aren't they all on suicide watch? Anyway, his wife did the right thing, and she filed for divorce. Okay, so I think that's the right thing. Why didn't Richard Allen's wife do that? She still has not filed. That makes me really suspicious. Anyhow, what I had started out to want to do, 19 minutes, I just have to push myself to make it 24, 25 minutes, then I'll feel good. And then I could push myself to get back to the gym, or at least get back to walking. But it's too hot during the day out here, so I have to just do, even if I do a half hour in the gym, that'll be good. I'll feel good about myself. Started watching videos of me in the gym, and it made me like, wow, I used to do so much. Doing that. This has always been my problem. The busier that I am, the better. When I had 2 jobs, 3 jobs, I was great at juggling that, okay? But when I go back into, when school ended for me in May, early May, then, I don't know, I started getting health problems, and Maybe I was focusing too much on my health. And that's how I have to be. That's why I'm either I do no tests at all. I'm like, let's skip a couple of years. I'm okay. I'm alive. They did my blood work. Blood work's good. But I still don't feel good. But blood work's good, you're good. So keep it moving. But when I have that feeling of the pains that I was getting and the cement being poured into my bloodstream, really hard to get up. Like today, I was supposed to go out with Devin with our one set of friends to the pizza place. He goes there just for early lunch. Really wanted to go because the guy just lost his mom, and he's originally from New York. And I wanted to go, so I haven't been there in months. And I couldn't get out of bed. Just literally could not get up. I told him, I'm sorry, I can't go. And I proceeded to sleep till 12 o'clock, but not get up out of bed till 1. It's not good. I did take my medicine, my thyroid medicine, because sometimes that's my thyroid not working correctly. And I did skip a couple of days when I was having my back problem, which I still am, but I'm getting better. Went to the chiropractor twice this week. And he goes, you're aligned, but it's, and I go, so then what's my pain? He goes, your muscles or like spasms, and you're stressed out about something and your muscles are getting tight. So he suggested I go to this lady that does massages, and I definitely believe in massage. In New York, I used to always go. Even when I moved here, I went to a few first couple of years, and then I just stopped. And you gotta take care of yourself. You gotta put yourself first. Women always put themselves second or third or fourth, especially if you have kids, especially if you have a career, especially if you have, a husband or a wife, significant other. We always tend to put everybody first, and then that makes things go haywire. You need me time and self-time. Self-care makes the world fair. Let me just cross the street, get on the same street. I forgot what I was talking about, guys. Oh, I do know this. Let me see. Good. 23 minutes in. Okay. Let me just walk back and forth on my own property because it's nice and shady over where I live. Oh, that feels good. And I didn't bring my water bottle, so it's okay because I'm not far from my house. But what I was going to do... Hi, Dreamweaver! Did you get your package yet? I hope so. Or I hope it's on its way. Because some people I mailed out on Monday and they received their package already. Somebody in Pennsylvania, and I think one other person. Anyway, so what I was fixing to do, see, I have some southern cliches that I say. Anyway, southern words. I was fixing, the other day when I did that long live that I don't know what that live was about. I think it was just to touch base and let you know what was coming up. Just going to walk for one more minute back and forth because I want to make it to 25. Then I'm going to sit down. I wanted to do this fun thing before I do all the doom and gloom, but I just needed the energy to do it. Might not show my face. I just want to show you 3 different cards, and you pick a pile. And then I'll read what pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 means. Okay? But instead of using piles, I'm going to use the actual canvases, collage canvases that I made out of the card. So how you pick it, I'll definitely do that tonight first, because that makes me happy to think about doing that. So how I'll do it is, how you pick is, you'll look at all 3, and I'll give you more than enough time to look at all 3. and really study if you had to make a choice on just one that really you would like to look at more, that it just catches your eye, it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel peaceful, makes you feel intrigued. That's the one you pick. And then underneath that, I'll have some cards picked out. Not that many, because I want you to focus mainly on the card, pick a pile type of thing. Okay, anyhow. Is that silly? Kathy! Oh, my sister. My sister from another mister, Kathy from New Jersey, is here. How you doing? You have to go? Okay. Thank you for stopping by. I wish I could see you. I don't know when I'm coming to the East Coast because I was waiting on all these doctor's appointments, but who knows? Maybe it'll be soon. I don't know. Probably in the fall. I don't think it'll be in the summer at all. Anyway, nice to see you. I love you too. I like following you on Facebook because you go on all these fun trips. Yes, I hope to see you soon. Kisses. That's my sister Karen's sister-in-law, and therefore she's my sister too. East Coast. Anyway, so I have that on the docket where I go, and I will definitely, now I'm going to try to do some leg lifts before I sit down. See how red my face gets? Non-exercising the carcass. But, so after I finish that pick a pile, which I hope you like it. I hope I don't screw it up. I hope I don't mess it up. And I don't want to make it too long, because I don't feel like anybody's watching when I do anything too long. But anyway, I just want to make it short and sweet, get the points across, and then this way. Then I can cross it off my list and do the next thing, which is I want to talk about the Long Island thing. BK and the other ones will wait because they're already in jail, and we already know who they killed. Where the Long Island thing, we don't know. We don't know. All right, this is what happened to me. When the story first broke, I didn't want to touch it. And I had people asking me about it, and I was like, I just don't want to touch it. I feel like there's so many friggin' murders. It's making me depressed. Okay? An overwhelmed feeling. Like I have to solve everything. And I can't. Right? So I was like, why should I I wasn't feeling great for months. Why should I spend my energy on that when it just makes me feel yucky? Right? Then I start seeing number 12, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to look at a 4-minute clip. That's not a bad thing for me, but it kind of locks me in because I am clairaudient and clairvoyant. And when I am very visual and auditory type of learner and psychic. So when I see a picture and of somebody, that really brings things home for me. When I hear a person in a video, and I could actually hear their voice, that I could just put my hand there and really pick up and absorb things. So there was actually a video a YouTuber did on Rex, allegedly murderer, Long Island murderer, serial killer, right? Allegedly. Everybody is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law in the United States of America. However, they do have a lot on him. And when I heard him talk, I was like, oh, New York accent. I identify with that because that sounds like me, right? then I was like, wait, knowing what he allegedly did, hey guys and girls, it's 30 minutes and I didn't sit down yet. So actually did 30 minutes so I could feel better about myself. And that's good for my legs and it's good for my abs, right? That's good for your heart. That's good for your mind. Right. So when I put my hand on my screen, it wasn't my iPad because my iPad's broken. Got to pick up my 2 iPads. It's going to be over $200, like $250 to fix 2 iPads. I said to Devin, do you think it's worth it? And he was like, well, you like it, you use it for your work. You know, I use my 2 phones, and that's what I've been doing, but the other phone doesn't really work in the car. It only works in the house. So anyhow, I put my hand on my phone and he's talking. I close my eyes and I'm like, keep seeing the number 12 again. Number 12 comes up. 1, 2, like 12 disciples, 12, 12. It's a spiritual number. It's a master number, right? So there's that. And I was like, I don't know what it means, but let me just hone in. I asked my spirit guide slightly, not because I don't want to dig in. I didn't want to dig in at the time. Right? I have to dig in now. Anyway, lightly ask my spirit guides and God, did he do this? What he's accused of? And I see 2 personalities. I see 2, like, almost like he's a twin. Like when somebody has a twin, and one twin is good and one twin is bad. One twin is like halfway normal. They can act normal when they feel like it. That was the feeling I got. Yeah, that was the feeling I got. So it was kind of depressing and validating in my mind. And I could be wrong. I am not God. I never presume to say that I'm God. 32 minutes in, I just heard, can you do 33? Because that's Jesus' number, right? So I have to walk till 33. And that's good, right? Keep on saying that. I need a lot of, to get me where I used to be with the walking. It's just that it's been brutally hot and I get so dehydrated. And I don't want to end up in the hospital because they gave me bad stuff last time. They don't give me fun stuff like morphine. They give me stuff that makes me want to crawl out of my body, that I don't want to go there. So I got to stay well, right? Okay, 33. I did it. Thank you, God, for helping me walk. And thank you guys for helping me walk. Okay. All right, you want to see something really gross? You're not going to like it. You see it? You see it? It's peeling again. This is so bad. Oh my God. Well, at least my nails are nice, right? I should be embarrassed to show you that, but I'm wondering if anybody has any hints what I could do. Does it mean, like, I already looked up, I told Devin, maybe I'm diabetic, because that's what Google says. He was like, you're not diabetic. You've had your blood work checked like 17 times in the past 2 months. Anyway, it's because I put my feet in those bags. And like she said, she was right. She said a friend did it and her skin peeled off for 2 months. So it doesn't even matter if I go to the podiatrist, not the podiatrist, I don't know. Well, it's going to happen because I'm planning on walking more, and if I go to the gym, I'm going to put my socks and sneakers on, of course. Maybe that'll be better. I don't know. Is anybody saying it's your birthday? 12/12 is your birthday. That's right, you're a Saggy Waggy. Like Bayo. It's probably from the pool. The only thing is, I've only been in the pool 3 times, I think. Last time was on 4th of July. So that's a long time ago, right? Because I thought it was too, because, oh, sorry. You know when your sweat gets in your eye? Oh my gosh. It feels like chlorine. My sweat is acidy. Okay. Want to see something beautiful? In 3, 2, 1. Marilyn. Where is she? There she is. Hi, Marilyn. Why are you dressed like Lady Liberty? Because I love New York, Katrina. What do you think? Don't you love New York? Yes, I do, Marilyn. You know it. Well, me too, girlfriend. Even though I'm a Cali girl. I didn't say I wasn't crazy, okay? Anyhow, so I do want to get into that, but like when it gets dark, now could be a good time because to meditate up. Because I'm friggin' scared of this case. I don't know what, every time I see that guy's face on the news or on a video, it scares me so bad. And then they were reading what he Googled and all burner phones that he had, and he harassed the family that of one of the girls that he killed, and maybe more than one, where he literally called up her little 15-year-old sister. Okay, I don't even want to talk about it. It's horrible. I'll talk about it when I do the case. It'll probably be during the day tomorrow, because now it's getting dark, and if I go there, I had bad dreams worse than ever last night when I finally did fall asleep, and Ruby said she did too. Really bad dreams about it. So it depends. Like if I go in and I have like chamomile tea or some wine, or just some salsa, couple of water bottles, and see how I feel. I'm going to put some meditation music on, and the first thing I'm going to do is that little video that it makes me happy to do. Might not bring in that many views, but the angels tell me what to do. So I have a lot of artwork that I'm working on. I'm almost done with all of the butterfly, but they told me how they want me to set it up and present it, and that's going to take me some time. So I don't know why I put time limits on myself. I do this for free. But I didn't forget about your cancer. I didn't forget about moon children. I just need to like focus myself and get a few notes going, and then I'll be able to do that one. And like I like to keep it on a happy note. I like to let cancers know what's going to be happening in love life, what's going to be happening in relationships, love life, friendships, money wise, career wise, creativity wise, and the year ahead basically. Okay. I don't know if I want to say that, because if I say that, they're going to worry even more. But what they showed me is kind of like, this might be a message for cancer, but also just to prepare them, but also for everybody. They showed me like another virus that is similar to COVID, but in a way, it's like, don't panic. Like, treat it as a flu. Definitely watch your vitamins. Definitely watch your vitamins. I worked as a teacher, and I was with all kinds of kids that had COVID, teachers that had COVID. I was a sub for the teacher that was in the classroom that had COVID. I was a sub for the class that had COVID and had to evacuate. Okay? I was in those classrooms. So I'm telling you, the only thing that I could say that I did any differently than other people is I stayed on balance of nature. Those are the fruits and vegetable. And no, I don't get any commission for it. They really should pay me, but they don't. They just ignore me. I had once called them up and said, I have a YouTube channel and I could do a advertisement for you. I could be on your commercial. And they never called me back. Okay, that's always my luck. All right, anyway, what I did differently, or maybe I didn't drink any more water. I'm always struggling with drinking water. I did drink a lot of coffee because I love that. Coffee has some healing attributes. But I made sure that I was on my balance of nature, and I also added, like a chewy, like a gummy bear type of vitamin, and airborne. Airborne is like a little tablet you put into your water bottle. You shake it up. I would use that often when I was traveling, and I traveled a lot. And that's when I would usually get colds and sicknesses and strep throat after I've traveled airplane. So I used airborne and I used balance of nature, and I had a gummy, like a, I don't know, maybe it was like a vitamin C or something for women though older. You got to do older when you're an old dude like me. Because I didn't want to get it, and I was not good with my mask because I can't breathe. I'm a claustrophobic type of person. So I would wear my mask when the principal was walking by, and then when I was at my desk or in the front of the room, kids didn't understand what I was saying, and I didn't understand what they're saying. I'm trying to read their eyes and understand muffled words through a mask. Little kindergarten kids, they don't talk so well. They don't talk so clearly. First grade, second grade, third grade, they don't talk so clearly. So I was like in a bewilderment zone for those months. And I went back to work right when it was the height. Like, we didn't close down our schools. We only closed down our schools, it was March 7th, 2020. Okay? The schools were opened up August 2020. Okay? So, yeah, we got the rest of March, we got all of April and all of May, June, July, okay? So we went back in August. I know New York and Chicago, pretty sure they were closed like for till 2021. Anyhow, so I didn't do the mask that well. But what I did do is I made sure I had my vitamins. When I came in from work, I don't want my husband, who's diabetic and has heart problems, to get sick. So I couldn't kiss him and hug him like I used to. First, I would try to go into my pajamas, change into my pajamas, wash my hands. I didn't take a shower, let's not get crazy. Okay, but I would wash my hands and then give him a hug. But I made sure that I took those vitamins, and airborne is really easy to take. It's not given the attention that, like, I've tried emergency. If you guys have known, there's only 6 people here. Okay, it doesn't matter. I've tried emergency to try to see if it's like a powder, and you put it into your water bottle as well. I didn't find that was good enough. I think because airborne has vitamin D, 1,000% vitamin C. I don't know how much percent vitamin D. I don't know, whatever the combination, you need the zinc, you need that combination. Supposedly tonic water is really good too. Anyhow. So what I'm trying to say for moon children is they're very emotional because they're a water sign, right? That's not a diss, all right? We have Scorpios, they're not emotional. They hold it in. They let only very few people know. Their emotionalism comes out maybe as a little crankiness. They don't like people to see their side where they're upset. And then there's Cancer, Scorpio, and what's the other water sign? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Pisces let it out. Pisces let it out. But, so what I'm trying to get you ready for is that there'll be another thing that might scare you as much as 2020 pandemic. But best be aware. And I took the 2 shots. I know are we allowed to talk about shots? We're not allowed to talk about shots. I don't know. I had the 2 shots and that's it. I didn't have boosters. I know other people, even younger than me, that had the boosters, they had everything, and they got COVID like 3 times. Okay. I'm not saying this as like, oh, I didn't get it, so I'm being like, nah, 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 nah. I'm trying to give you some information that helped me as an older person. Maybe I'm sure I'm older than a lot of you out there, and maybe I'm a little bit younger than some of you. The way to do it is keep your stress level down and talk yourself off the cliff. It's going to be okay. We got through a pandemic. We can get through a virus. We can get through a flu-like thing. Don't jump the gun and isolate yourself. Stay with your family, stay with your friends, stay active with your coworkers. Like, don't isolate yourself. That's the highest amount of stress that you can give yourself, is by feeling isolated and feeling alone. You're not going through this matrix alone. None of us are going through this matrix alone. You might be like, but Katrina, I live alone, I'm all by myself. But you have your animals, and you have family that you do see from time to time throughout the year. And then you have your friends all the time. Okay? You have Katrina, she pops on. Okay? I used to pop on more, though, right? I don't think anybody misses me. Anyhow, I was just fishing for love, and I caught a shark. Okay, you're older. You're 1961. Okay, cool. I'm 63. Devin's 60. 1960. Oh, thank you, Dreamweaver. I'm glad to be here with you, and I'm glad you're here. Glad to have you here. It's written in the stars. I love your YouTube name. I like that movie too. Did you see that movie? It's written in the stars. That was a good movie. I adore you too. Thank you so much, and thank you for all the pictures that you send me, Dreamweaver. Thank you for all the pictures. They're always cool, and they're always so sweet of you to do that. People think I know how to do that. I'm like, no, it's Dreamweaver. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do I tried doing the app one time. I was like fooling around with something on Facebook, and then I saw that it cost money, and I was like, let me get out of this fast, because I could like buy it and then not know I bought it and then not use it, and it would be a mess. I don't even usually put my credit card number onto the phone. I usually, if I want to make a purchase with my card, I call up the catalog, and every once in a while, sometimes Devin has to use it and to order something for me. But myself, I don't like to order that way. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you get your artwork soon. It should be soon. Wait, where are you? What state are you in? Dreamweaver, what state are you in, if you don't mind saying? I'm trying to remember. Like, Missouri? Minnesota? MN. Is MN Missouri or Minnesota? Minnesota, right? I know, I'm so lame. I would fail a geography test that was for 3rd graders right now to this day. Okay. And a math test that was like algebra and maybe even 8th grade math. Why do I have to admit it? Okay, Minnesota. I like Minnesota. I've never been there, but I've seen like a lot of pictures of it, and it's really pretty. And movies with Minnesota in it. Why does it remind me of Yellowstone? Is Yellowstone in Minnesota? Oh no, Yellowstone's in Yellowstone. Okay, I don't know. Is there a test? Okay, is there a pop quiz? 8 people, all right. 8 people. But I'm gonna go in because I'm gonna have some hydration because I'm sweating like a whore in church right now. And I need some hydration. And I will come back a little bit later with that said video so that you guys could pick. Duluth is in Minnesota? Oh, cool. Hi, Tammy. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was gonna go live. Tammy, why aren't you my moderator? I don't see a wrench next to your name. How come? Wait. Okay, I just made you a moderator. Dreamweaver, do you want to be a moderator? For future? Did it work? You don't have one? Okay, I just did it. Oh, it worked for Dreamweaver, and now Dreamweaver said no thanks. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. I have to figure out how to do it. All right, Tammy, you want to be? All right, let me try. No, it says that you are. It says that you are, Tammy. There it is. Yay! Yay! Okay, Dreamweaver, you want me to try to get you off of it? Or just leave it? You don't have to do anything. Trust me, I'm a moderator for Ruby's channel, and I don't know what that means. And I'm a moderator for a couple of channels, but I haven't been on them lately, and I don't understand what it means, so I just sit there. All right, if you want me to leave it, okay, I'll leave it. All it means is like you could watch out for trolls, but I'm not that popular, so I don't get them much. But you could watch out for them, and if something happens, somebody needs to be put in a corner or put on hold for a second. You could do that, you and Tammy. And Ruby is a moderator too, but I didn't see her. Tracy's a moderator, but I forgot to tell them. But I'm about to get off because I feel a little bit dizzy and thirsty. No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will talk to you soon, okay? Maybe sooner than you think. I'll show you something happy in 2, 3, 1. Hello? Hi.
Is there a box out there?
No. You waiting for one?
No, they said it was delivered.
Nope. And I've been out there for a half hour. I went for a walk for 30 minutes.
No big box out there?
Nothing. What is it supposed to be?
That chair I ordered. The bench.
What
It
bench?
has to be a decent sized box.
What bench?
The bench.
What bench?
Kath, the bench. That's all I have to